Hey everyone! So, me and my cat, we're back with another video about antidepressants, and today I wanted to tell you about all the pills that I had to take during this past year. And actually, I had no idea that finding the right medication is actually a whole trial and error process. And I decided to share my experience because I hope it could help someone out there. I will be explaining things in like a timeline of what happened after what, so it's a linear representation of what happened to me. Okay, so it all began when I went to see a neurologist because I was having really bad migraine episodes, and they were actually so bad that I couldn't do my work anymore. So the doctor asked me questions, and it turned out that I had a lot of high functioning anxiety and depression symptoms. So what she did, she immediately booked like an appointment with a therapist for me in the same clinic, and also she prescribed me 2 medications. The first one was anti-anxiety medication. It has several brand names, but its chemical name is bromazepam. I hope I pronounce it correctly. And the second was fluoxetine, and you might know it as a Prozac or Flux, and I think it has also a few other brand names. So the anti-anxiety medication worked really well and really fast. Like, it relieved my anxiety symptoms like in about a week, and I had to take it approximately for like a month and a half. You cannot really take it too long because there's a risk of addiction as far as I understand. So I took it only for a few weeks, and it helped me so much that my anxiety did not return for like half a year. And it is normal that anxiety returns, but you can use this anxiety-free time to deal with the most pressing issues that you have at the moment. So fluoxetine I was taking for about 2 months, but I did not see any significant improvements, and my therapy appointment has not come up yet, so I saw my neurologist again. She suggested that I try another medication, which is like a new medication, and it's called Brintellix. Its chemical name is, it was complicated, I have to look it up. 1 second. Vortioxetine. I was warned that it can make me nauseous, but I decided to try it anyway. And when I took my first pill, unfortunately, I threw up in about after 20 minutes or so. And I know that sometimes maybe taking medication for the first time, the reaction can be, like a little bit severe, and it goes away as you keep taking medication. So I decided to try to give it another go, but the result was the same. I threw up again. And then I just decided that it's not for me, I'm not going to take it anymore, and my neurologist agreed. I continued with fluoxetine, but when I finally got into my therapy, my therapist decided to switch me to sertraline, which you might know as Zoloft. And that's the medication I took for quite a while. I think it was approximately 6 months. And at the time, I couldn't really tell if it was working, but my therapist probably thought it wasn't really giving enough of an effect, so she switched me to wellbutrin. Now, wellbutrin is the one that really helped me turn my life around. And my personal theory is that all the previous antidepressants that I tried were actually SSRIs that work with serotonin, while wellbutrin is a different type of antidepressant that works more with dopamine and norepinephrine, which is adrenaline. So that is my theory, that maybe something in my brain was wrong, not with serotonin, but with dopamine, and this is why wellbutrin worked so well for me. But that's just my guess, because nobody knows. Since wellbutrin made me feel alive across the spectrum of all emotions, positive ones and negative ones, one of the negative emotions that I felt quite often was anger and strong irritability. So to balance it out, my therapist suggested that I start taking lexapro as well in combination with wellbutrin. Lexapro's chemical name is escitalopram. I really hope I pronounced these things correctly, but if not, you can look them up. So long story short, lexapro did calm my anger down. However, the side effects that lexapro gave me were just not worth it. I took lexapro for about 2 months approximately, I think, and I really did not like how it suppressed all of the energy that wellbutrin gave me. So I decided to stick to wellbutrin only and ditch lexapro and just try to deal with my anger issues without the help of medication. And last thing I could mention is that during this past year I had to take also sleeping pills, and I tried zopiclone, which you might know as Imovane, I think, and zolpidem, which you might know as ambien. So these are most of the medications that I had to try during this year of therapy, and currently I am still using wellbutrin, of course, and zopiclone to fall asleep. If you would like to hear an in-depth review of any of these medications, just let me know down in the comments and I will do my best. Okay, thanks, bye!